I just said try. I didn't say you can necessarily do it. All right. So it says a foul ball is hit straight into the air with a speed of about 30 meters per second. So what is that telling me at first? The initial velocity is going to be 30, right? Is it going to be positive or is it going to be negative? Positive. Why is it going to be positive? It's going up. So my initial velocity is going to be positive 30 meters per second. All right, now, because this is a metric problem, and I do apologize, I don't think I was very clear on this yesterday. Because it's metric, we're going to have to go with this negative 9.8 meters per second squared as being the acceleration due to gravity. If it had been standard or English, then you would say, okay, it's going to be negative 32 feet per second squared. So, we're on problem number 36. Okay, now, it says, how high does it go? Well, how high does it go? What is that asking? What is the maximum height? And what do we know about the maximum height? Say that again? The velocity is 0. So I know I'm looking for where is v of t equal to 0. Alright, so I've got initial velocity, a final velocity. Now, what about this initial position here? What about this initial position? A lot of times it's not stated. They won't come out and say your initial position is blank. Now sometimes they will, but very rarely. So what do we see from reading the problem that the initial position is? Where's the guy standing when he hits it? On the ground. So it's 0. So, we don't know time, do we? And we don't know the final position. Now, I've got a situation where I know these two things, though. So, let's go with that velocity equation. So, the velocity equation is v of t equals... Do you remember what it is? It's gravity, right? Which is? Yeah, negative 9.8 t, just t. Negative 9.8 t plus the initial velocity, which is 30, right? Alright, so when is this equal to 0? Well, we pull the 9.8 over here, make it positive, so 9.8t equals 30, so t is going to equal to, again, let's carry it out to 4 decimal places for the sake of AP. .0612. So that is the amount of time that it takes for the ball to reach the maximum height. So, again, what is it we're looking for here? What is the maximum height? So we want to figure out what is the height at this particular time. So I go now to my S of t equation. And my S of t equation says that S of t is going to equal to half of that value, which is negative 4.9t squared, plus 30t, plus the initial height, which is 0. Okay, so S of 3.0612 equals to negative 4.9 times 3.0612 squared plus 30 times 3.0612. And when you do that arithmetic, what do you come up with as the answer? So he pops that ball up pretty high. What's the second part of this question asked? All right, how long is it in the air? Be careful. What does the 3.0612 seconds represent? That's the maximum height, right? Yeah, you got to double it. It goes up, but it's not just going to hover there. Now, when I used to dunk a basketball, it looked like I was hovering up there. But I really would come down. So, the time it's in the air, you take that 3.0612 and you double it and you get 6.1 what? Okay, good deal.